Hi, I'm Jill from June Taylor with another innovative solution. Did you ever want to join your quilt blocks that are made Quilt As You Go? Now we have a perfect way to do that with our Sash and a Dash. It's pre-sewn sashing. It's sold by the yard in 7 colors with matching binding. Open the casing and nest your quilt block inside the casing. And then we're just going to run a top stitch down the edge. Take your next block, open the casing, and just do the same thing. To join rows, we're going to do the same thing, only we're going to run our Sash and a Dash across the row. You can run a beautiful embroidery stitch down here to embellish Sash and a Dash, or you can even put a strip of fabric down here. Here's an example where we added a fabric strip by folding under raw edges and top stitching over Sash and a Dash. And if you like to make t-shirt quilts, go ahead and quilt your blocks and then join them with Sash and a Dash.
Introducing the Go 9-Patch Star 9-inch finished block and board die. This block and board die has all the shapes you need to create this classic favorite block in just one pass through the Go or Go Big Cutter. Each shape has specialized dog ears, screen printed letters, and custom notches to make aligning those little pieces even easier than ever. Think about creating eye-catching throw quilts, table runners, and more. This block is perfect for combining with blocks created with the Go Mix and Match 9-inch finished block and matching companion sets, angles, and corners. Set the block on point using the Go Setting Triangles 9-inch finished die. Or alternate it with solid squares cut with the Go Square 9.5 9-inch finished die. All the stars are sure to align perfectly with the classic Go 9-Patch Star 9-inch finished die in your projects, because at AccuQuilt we help you cut time so you can quilt more. Today's show is all about our 2 new project dies. Stay tuned. Welcome to AccuQuilt Live. I am Pam Heller, AccuQuilt's cutting expert. Thanks for joining us today. We are celebrating Christmas in July by helping you get ahead of your crafting projects. We just launched 2 new project dies, the Go Luggage Tag and Go Can Cozy. Both dies are in a 6x12 die board, so they're going to fit through all of our cutters, including that Go Me. And the 2 dies are perfect for crafters and quilters alike. Chris is in the house. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Listen, do you love my hat? Kenyon
Super
found
cute.
it for me. I know. They took away Jingle Bells previously, and I'm probably going to put them over here. Because I have a tendency to just, be dinking around. But now that I can see my hat, I can fix it. All right, Chris, where were you this weekend?
So Saturday was the 50th annual Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show in Sisters, Oregon, and my 2024 community quilt was hanging there. So it was super fun to go see that.
Congratulations. And was it hot like it always is?
Yes, it was. I think it got up to 96 or 97 during the day.
Yeah,
it was
Oregon,
very
you
warm.
don't know what to do when that happens in Oregon.
Right.
Good. Do you have air conditioning at your house?
At my house, yes, you could probably hear it. It's running overtime right now.
Oh, no, we can't, but good.
Okay, good.
I'm glad that
Because
it's good.
it's like right behind this wall.
Good. Good. What else are you working on?
I have a trucker hat class coming up that I need to get prepared for. So it's actually right there in Omaha, Nebraska.
Right there in Omaha, down the street at our good friend, the Celtic Quilter. Hey, if you live in the Omaha, Lincoln area and you want to meet Chris and take his class making his trucker hat, you can sign up at the Celtic Quilter. And what day is it? August
15th and 16th. So there's a Friday one and a Saturday one.
Okay. So come and hang out with Chris. And while Chris is here, Chris, I heard there's a rumor you're going to release a new die in September.
Yes. Yeah.
And so while Chris is here in August, we're going to film some videos here in the studio with him, and I'm super excited about that.
Going to be lots of fun.
I know. Okay, anything else we should know about upcoming things where you're going to be?
I don't think so.
Okay.
After Nebraska in September, I will be at AQS Quilt Week in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, also teaching a class there.
Oh, excellent.
So, a second chance.
So if you're going to AQS Lancaster, be sure and check it out. You know, Chris was at Sisters this weekend with so many people that I love, like Adam So Fun and Carolina Moore and all of those fun people. What a good time. I think maybe I need to come next year.
You totally should. It's a really fun show.
Yeah, I've never been. So, okay. All right, where is everyone watching from? Let's see. Nancy's watching from Spicewood, Texas. And Dambra's watching from sunny Fairbanks, Alaska. And Vera says it's definitely hot where she is. It has been really, really hot and humid here in Omaha, Nebraska as well. And we had big thunderstorms last night, so kind of exciting. All right, here is my photo of the day. Okay, for those of you who have been to Rome, you know that this is the Trevi Fountain in Rome. And oh gosh, long time ago, 10 years ago, my son Mason and I went to Rome. He and I went there for 7 days together, and we had just a really amazing trip. So a couple of things you should know about the Trevi Fountain. So the legend is if you come to Rome and you throw a coin into the Trevi Fountain, then you will come back to Rome. So Mason and I took 2 Nebraska state quarters and we threw our quarters in the Trevi Fountain. And for those of you who are wondering, once a month they drain the Trevi Fountain and they clean it, and they take all of the money and they sort it by yens and euros and dollars and quarters and all of the monies of the world. And they sort through the money, and then all of the money that you throw into the Trevi Fountain is donated to an orphanage sponsored by the Trevi Fountain. There's a group of priests that are in charge of it. So it's a great thing. So the question of the day, since we're talking about luggage tags, what's your favorite travel destination? So here in the studio, Greg likes Santa Cruz, California. Where did you decide, Deborah? The Netherlands. And Kenyon actually wins the question because he says a place I've never been yet, which is kind of fun. So Chris, where is your favorite place to travel?
Probably Paris, France.
Paris is wonderful, wonderful. But you're going to Rome.
Yes, we'll be going to Rome and Venice and Florence in September of this year.
Excellent. Good time to go. Good time to
I
go.
already found a fabric store in Rome, so.
You and Erica could travel together.
Yep.
There we go. All right. Today I'm giving away $30 in AccuQuilt reward points. Be sure and register for future events on the AccuQuilt event page for your chance to win. Chris is going to announce the winner of our registered viewer at the end of the show. And don't forget, if you have questions or comments, be sure and put them in the comments section. Our team is helping us. Let's see, we must have Ray and Lauren today helping Chris out. Is that right?
I see Lauren so far, but we don't have much questions coming in yet.
Yeah,
So I'm
not
sure
yet.
Ray will chime in
sure
here momentarily.
I'm sure she will show up. All right, so both of these project dies are perfect if you have an Etsy shop, an online store, or you make items for craft fairs. So we're going to start with the luggage tag. Can I take this, Kenyon? Okay. Oh, look at that. All right, so let's talk about this die. First of all, we have some super cute samples. Do you want to show us, Greg, here at the front? And these are super cute, but look at these. Can you see these? These are gift card holders. They're monster gift card holders. Here's one out of leather. Here's one out of denim. Just super cute, super cute. We also have an advent calendar, and then behind me, what is this called again, guys? A matching game, right? So you can lift up and you can see the animal, but look, you can switch them out. So you can change it up, which I think is great for kids. Look at how fun that is. I love this. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of free patterns on our website. But today we're going to cut the luggage tag, and we are going to cut it out of cork. Because people go, what? You can cut cork? And if you missed yesterday's lunch party, you should watch it because our good friends Tina and Letitia and Tisha, not Letitia, Tisha from Hometown Leatherworks came to Omaha, and we cut stuff out of leather, and it was fabulous. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to measure my shapes, and I'm just going to cut one piece of cork. So I'm going to do like 4.5 by 11.5. And I just found this cork at our local craft store. Came on a big bolt. And we have to do this better. There we go. Because I don't want to be piecemealing it. All right. And the great thing about cork and leather are that you don't have to worry about lengthwise grain. So I'm just going to cut it here. Cut it here. Okay. Deborah was.
Does that have gold on it? It
It does.
looks like it's got some
It does. It shimmers.
How pretty.
I know. Deborah was.
Shimmers.
I know. Deborah was loving it. Okay, so we're going to just put one piece on, and we'll talk about it in just a second. But I would tell you to just start with one layer. So, Chris, have you made any luggage tags yet?
Not yet, no.
Okay, we'll have to get you a die because this is super fun. So I'm going to use our Go Big. We can use any of our cutters, including that Go Me. Greg, tell me when you're ready, and I will start it through. Okay. Look at this, ta-da! All right, so I want to talk about this because here's a sample that our good friends at Hometown Leatherworks made. It's made out of leather, and see this little shiny piece so you could put your identification in it. You know, you could put like a business card in it or whatever you want, that plastic. What you want to do is, look, it cuts all the shapes. It cuts the hole. It cuts the strap. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some plastic, clear plastic, and I'm just going to put it over the solid piece. That creates kind of that little barrier. Okay. And I'm going to cut it like this. And I'm going to hold it because, boy, that plastic gets slicky. Okay. So here is my pro tip. With our AccuQuilt cutters, you can always cut up to 6 layers of cotton, but you can also cut flannel, cork, denim, minky. Cut 1 layer at a time when you're doing thicker layers. So think about luggage tags. I'm going to move it over here. Luggage tags for family events, like family trips to the happiest place on earth, or baseball or football backpacks. You can also use them for name tags for holiday packages. We have a cute little advent calendar that you can use for Christmas. Just so many possibilities. All right, so now that we've cut one, I'm going to stitch it together because it's so funny. When I tell people I can cut things out of cork or leather, they say, really? Are you sure? I'm like, yes, I am. But I'm going to give you a tip. If you're going to cut and sew leather, you want to have a leather needle. Okay, so I'm going to lay this down here. I'm going to get me some bindy clips. Chris, do we have any questions or comments, or where do people want to have been?
We do. First, we do have a question from Joy.
Hi,
she
Joy.
says, Chris, I need a refresher on how to put the binding on the mini oven mitt. So it's on an AccuQuilt Live from late July last year. That's when I was there in Omaha, and we did a Christmas in July making the oven mitts, and we showed how to do that. I also have a video on my YouTube from around the same time, I believe.
Because you taught us that clever thing of binding it first and then sewing the
Yes.
edge.
Yes,
Chris
which is kind of
super
how we are
smart.
going to do the can cozies in a little bit. So that might help as well.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right, so I've taken bindy clips. Oh, and if they're not facing the same way, makes me a little nervous. So notice, here's our little flap. So I'm just going to stitch around this section here, and I'm actually going to put some clips on there, okay? And because this is super slick. I mean, cool slick, but slicky slick. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to put some binding clips on it so it doesn't move. And then I'm just going to stitch in the middle of this section. I have taken off my shoes.
While you're stitching, we can look at some of the destinations everyone loves visiting.
Let's talk about that.
All right. It looks like Denise says she likes to go to Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
And Toby says the Big Island, so another Hawaii. Let's see. Kathleen likes to go to Scotland. That is on my someday bucket list.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and Marge is another Hawaii. Lots of tropical vacations.
I know.
Brenda says she wants to go to England someday. It's also on my list. Virginia says Costa Rica.
Ooh, gosh. That's tropical. A good friend of
And-
mine was just in Guatemala. Had to think about
Ooh,
the name
fun.
of that country because they're doing good work. He's a physician, and they were treating children and families who do not have access to health care because they live in the remote areas of Guatemala. Okay.
Awesome. That's cool.
Yeah. Keep talking while I trim.
Okay. Teresa has 2 for international, Florence, Italy, and for domestic, Honolulu, Hawaii.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So I'm just going to trim my little strings. So now you can just stick your little card. I'll move my hat out of the way in just a second. Kenyon. See? That's how fast she made it. It's going to be all
That
smudged.
is super fast.
Super
We
fast.
do have some questions about your materials today.
Yes.
Do you know what gauge of vinyl or what thickness of vinyl you're using there for
So
the clear
this
part?
is cork, and I
Well,
don't.
for the clear
Oh,
plastic.
the clear vinyl. Okay. No. But you can use pretty thick gauge of it because I just went to the craft store and got sheets of vinyl.
Okay.
Okay.
And can you cut multiple layers of the clear plastic at one time?
You can, but I only did one at a time because it's slick. When it sits
Yeah.
on that die, it moves. You know what I mean?
Yep. And then Dana's asking where can you get the plastic you're using? You just picked it up at the local craft store, right?
craft store. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you can get it online because what I found was the buckles. So these little buckles right here,
Mm-hmm.
I found them online at that big store online. And
Not to name any names.
not to name any names, but they delivered it to me the very next day. And I got like 20 of them for $6.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking to get buckles, you can do it that way. You can also do like rings like this, or you could do, here's a strap, and they used a snap,
Oh, okay.
which is kind of fun. Okay, or you could use ribbon. I love the idea of I never have to cut another name tag for Christmas.
I honestly was thinking the same. I did some
Were you not?
embroidered
It was like
tags.
never again. I'm going to cut them out of cardstock and just do it, and then you can put ribbon on them, and then you just can do your own name tags, which I thought was
Yes.
super fun. Okay?
Yes, I'm right there with you.
Yeah, but these were my favorite. So these are the little monster gift card holders.
So cute.
There we go. With googly eyes. Where's Carolina Moore? She loves googly eyes. And these are just out of fabric, which I think is super fun. Hey, is this real? Can I have this? $100 gift card. I mean, while I'm looking.
I'm
So-
going shopping.
I know, I could spend $100 in a hot minute. So, okay, Chris, any other questions about it? But look how fast it went. So I'm going to tell you to cut all your pieces and then sew them all together and then do the buckles.
Yep. We do have some more questions about the tag.
Okay.
How do you make this with quilting cotton?
Oh, so what you want to do is you want to use, Erica made one, and you want to fuse your fabric together because what happens is it's going to fray, right? So if you fuse your cottons together, then you can cut 2 layers of fused and make all the things as well. But
Right.
you want to make sure that they're fused so that you don't have to stitch around the edge. I mean,
Perfect.
you could.
Yeah. And then do you know what size buckle it is or how wide the strap is?
I do. Hold, please. Here, I have a phone. Hold on. I sent it to Lauren or to Ray yesterday. So hold, please. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I can tell you in one sec. Now that I say that, hold on. You could use sheet protectors, yes, you could. Okay, hold on. I can tell you. Now I have to go to that store. Talk amongst yourselves. Chris, do we have other questions while I'm looking this up?
We do.
Okay.
What size needle were you using
Oh,
there?
just my general 80-20 or
80,
whatever.
12?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
80-12. I had to think about that
Yeah,
for a minute.
The cork is thicker, but still soft to sew through. So.
Okay.
And then what kind of thread are you using when sewing cork or leather?
The same, just cotton thread.
Okay.
Oh, leather you want to use polyester thread.
I was going to say yesterday the folks, folks from Hometown Leather definitely suggested using polyester thread.
Yes. Okay. You can get these metal buckles. The size is 1.35 centimeters.
Okay.
16 pieces for $7.99.
So 1.35 centimeters, I think, is about half an inch.
Sure. Oh, we can measure.
I am not great at conversion.
We could measure. I had to think about that for a minute. Hold, please. Oh, it's like a little bit bigger than a half of.
A little bigger than half an inch? Okay.
It's like.
Is the strap itself half an inch?
No, the strap itself is 5/8.
5/8. Okay.
And this is like 7/8. Do you see me all down here measuring? But 1.35 centimeters, because the rest of the world, that's how they do.
All right. I just saw a note here from Lauren actually saying the product team recommends a 3/4 inch buckle.
Thank you, Lauren. Lauren knows all things.
And then for the needle, someone's asking, so the 80-12, what type? Is it a top stitch or a microtex? I would recommend a top stitch.
Go for it.
But any would probably work.
Yeah.
With the cork, at least. With the leather, you definitely want to go with a leather needle.
Yes. And I actually had to go to like the quilt store and get a leather needle for the, But it sews beautifully.
Perfect. All right. I think that's it for the questions for the luggage tag.
All right. Good job. Good questions, folks.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let us move on to canned cozies. Do you call it a cozy or a koozie?
I usually hear it as a koozie.
A koozie?
It just sounds fun.
Like a jacuzzi?
Right.
Okay. Here's what they look like. They're super fast and super easy to make. And here's some more. This one has an applique. Here, I can do it.
Oh, fun.
I know.
Little fishy.
I love it. Okay. So let's talk about it. This looks like a Star Wars vessel.
It does.
Every time I cut one, but if Brock were here, he would tell us that is not true. All right, so it's just one piece. Now the instructions tell you that you need 2 layers of cotton, and inside is Insulbright, which is what we use. We sell it on our website, and it's what helps keep your cold drinks cold and your hot drinks hot. And it helps you not burn yourself in oven mitts, because this is what we use for oven mitts, okay? So the instructions tell you to cut a 6¼ by 11¼ inch rectangle, and then sandwich the batting between the layers of fabric. And then quilt. So can you see I just top stitched here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, you can see it better here. Now, Chris, I made this bigger than that. Why?
When you start quilting, you're going to have some shrinkage.
Shrinkage is, yes. Because the more you quilt, the smaller your sandwich gets.
Yes.
And I started in the middle and worked my way out. Okay? And this is purple for the lovely Erica, who's on vacation. We let her out of not only the town, but the state.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I know. She's with
She's
her
on the
family.
loose.
She's with her family in Michigan. She's probably watching. Okay. She took, Chris, this will make you laugh. She's going on a family vacation, and they're staying in, it's like a family camp. And so she has her own cabin. And she has a golf cart, which the only thing I'm jealous about is that she has a golf cart to drive. Because the property is huge, and it has a big lake. And anyway, she took her featherweight, and she took like 4 projects that she'd cut out to sew while she was there.
Fun.
I know. So it's like a little mini retreat. All right, so what we're going to do is I used painter's tape to mark the lines where I wanted to sew, but you can do any kind that you want to do. So we just want to make sure that we're covering the whole shape. We're going to put a mat on top. You can only cut 1 sandwich at a time. Okay? And Greg, are you good? This is the best thing, because the Go Big's doing all the work, and behind it is a Go Big die catcher. So I could be like drinking a diet soda.
Out of your can koozie.
Out of my can koozie. I know. Okay, here we go. Slide, don't lift. Okay, now there are a couple of threads here. So I'm going to very carefully take my scissors and cut those single threads. And don't be nervous that they're cutting threads. Why does that happen, Chris?
Sometimes it's just the mat. It might get perfectly aligned with the groove in the mat, and so it doesn't cut.
Well,
I find
Insulbright has lots of hairs.
It does. And I find also, like with pre-quilted items, sometimes the quilting stitches is what doesn't cut.
Oh.
Usually when I use polyester thread, because it's just super strong, so it likes to not, one thread will just stay intact.
Oh.
And that's fine. You just snip it with the scissors and you're good to go.
Okay. Now, we're going to bind the top. Okay, there are 2 edges. Okay, so I got to decide which should be the outside and which should be the in. I think this should be the outside. And this will be the inside. Okay? So what I've done is I get extra points for, hold on, Chris. There we go. Extra points for stripe binding. And this is the outside. I cleaned over the weekend. I moved back from upstairs back to downstairs.
Uh-huh.
And I must have found 20 little binding clips.
That Pearl was playing with?
Pearl likes to play with them, and they just get lost down there. So I'm putting the raw edges together. Okay. And
so going back to that question we had at the very beginning about binding the mini oven mitt, you can do it this way, just pre-bind those 2 raw edges, or you can sew up one side first, leave one side open, so you have just like one piece of binding, and then it'll get caught in the seam when you're done.
Yes, I remember. It's all coming back to me now, Chris. And listen, if you're making can cozies, you should be making bowl cozies and oven mitts and mini oven mitts, so you can do like housewarming gifts or lake party gifts, all of the things. We decided you could applique people's letter of their name. Like I would have a P and Erica would have an E. So
That's a good idea. So you know whose
everybody
drink is
knows
whose.
whose drink is whose. Okay. So now I'm just going to come and stitch along here. I'm going to back stitch. All right, Chris, tell us where people want to go or have
Sure.
been.
Real quick, Sandy's asking, what sewing machine are you using?
This is a
That's a
FOF.
FAF. Yeah. Okay. And then I think you already measured, but Pam is asking,
Hi,
what
Pam.
size is the fabric cut for the cozy? Oh, maybe you didn't. You did on the
I did 7 by 12.
tag. 7 by 12. Perfect. Thank you. And can the AccuQuilt Go cut neoprene?
What do you think, guys? Yeah.
I'm voting yes.
I'd say 1. I'd say what shape are you
One
cutting?
layer. Yeah.
Are you cutting can cozies? Because that'd be a great idea.
Most like commercial can koozies that you buy are made out of neoprene.
Yeah, I bet.
So, yeah.
We're going to take a vote and say yes.
All right.
We're going to tell you to do 1 layer and then report back to us and let us know. Because we want inquiring minds want to know here.
Definitely. Brenda is asking, how wide is the binding you're using?
2.5-inch strip. I totally forgot that. I cut it with a 2.5-inch strip die. There's a die for that.
Perfect. Yes.
And then it's, I don't know, whatever this is. Hold on, I can tell you. 5 1/4. Yeah. So, okay, so now I'm going to cut that off. Holy smokes.
And then Joy's asking, do you think the koozie will fit a standard glass, like a standard drinking glass?
So somebody asked us that the other day. What did we decide, guys? We think so.
I think it's, yeah, but it's really going to depend on the glass because standard to you may not be standard to me. But if it's about the size of a soda can, you should be fine.
Okay, here. Hold on. Hold on, Greg, because I got to not show anything. Okay. So the bottom's probably the size of a glass, right?
Yeah.
So
Then
yeah.
it just tapers out, so.
Yeah. Don't look. It's all backwards. Don't look. All right. That's funny. All right. So now I'm just trimming off the little edges.
Perfect. And while you're doing that, let's see where people are traveling. Let's see. Joni says, likes traveling to any concert. That's fun.
Oh, listen.
I would love to travel for a concert.
So, Chris, are you a concert goer?
We go to the symphony concerts locally here,
You
but
are
I haven't been to like
You are so bougie.
haven't been to like a rock concert, a pop concert in a very long time. Well, maybe not. We did go see Sam Smith last year.
Oh, I love Sam
But that was
Smith.
local. I've never traveled for a concert.
Okay, first of all, you're pretty bougie because you go to the symphony. We traveled last year to Vegas. Does that count that we went to Vegas to see Adele?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I would love to go see Adele.
It was worth every dime we spent for the tickets, for the travel. We stayed at Caesar's Palace. It was just such a great experience. I am all about, I would much rather spend money on an experience than stuff.
Right.
Yeah, right?
I have enough stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
I have so much stuff, right? And so I would much rather, so like for our kids for Christmas and stuff, we try to give experiences rather than stuff. So,
Yeah.
but I would travel to a concert. Okay, where else do people go? That's a pretty great.
Let's see. Laura says, anywhere my kids and grandchildren are.
Oh, amen.
And then Dambra says almost the same. Anywhere my sons are. They 3 of them are in the military.
Oh my gosh, she gets to travel quite a bit to go see them.
Yes.
She lives in Alaska, Fairbanks.
Oh.
Are you impressed that I know that?
Yeah, you mentioned that name earlier. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I should tell you what I did. So I folded it over. I used bindy clips. And now I'm going to stitch in this ditch.
Perfect.
And it's going to catch on the back. Okay.
We want to hear some more locations?
Yes, yes.
While you're sewing? All right. Risa says, my backyard. No crowds, no hassle, and no airports. I get to have my cats and dogs with me too. That sounds lovely.
There's something to be said about no airports. Omaha Airport has been under construction for like 4 years now. It's just a nightmare.
I went to Houston last month, and their airport was a mess.
Oh, yeah.
With construction and everything, and the Portland airport is still under construction. It is wrapping up, though, and it looks beautiful, the parts that they have finished. But because of the construction, you have to like take a detour from security to get to the C concourse, which is what I usually end up flying out of.
Oh, sure.
And it's like a 7-minute, I think it's almost a quarter-mile walk.
Oh, yeah.
Where normally it would be like it drops you off right in the concourse. So I'm hoping they finish that part of the construction soon.
It's like Salt Lake City to get from one concourse to the other. Okay.
I've had to do that. Yep.
It's just crazy. Okay, now, before we sew the thing together, we're going to stitch around the interior of this koozie so it doesn't fray, though I have a million threads here. Okay, so hold please while I figure out how to do the stitch we did. Okay. All right, so you can talk, Chris. I'm just, I got to figure out which one I'm doing. What did we decide last time? 2 was the pattern.
Teresa says that we are national park hoppers. That sounds super fun.
Oh my gosh,
Did it go see all the national parks?
Yes.
And then Deanna says favorite places are Niagara Falls, Kentucky to be with my best friend, and Missouri.
Wow.
Fun, fun, fun.
Okay, so if you're going to Niagara Falls, go to the Canada side. Because the Canada side, you have to pay $1 to go to Canada. Well, you have to have a passport.
Yeah.
Okay, what is happening here? Hold on. Hold, please. I have to rewind my... But the Canada side, you can see the falls. Whereas on the American side, you're on top of the falls, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
And so pay the $1, show them your passport, they'll stamp it. It'll be fun.
That does sound like fun.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nancy says, I've never been to Europe, but my favorite spot is Disney World, even at my age.
Oh, good
That is
on
fun.
ya.
I would love to go to Disney World. I've been to Disneyland a couple times, but never Disney World.
I have been to Disney World. It's pretty fun. Listen, you get your steps in. That's for dang sure.
Oh, I'm sure. I walked 5.5 miles, I want to say, the day of the quilt show.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Let's see. Deborah says Norway.
Norway
Fun,
is where my
fun.
people are from.
Yes.
Oh, come on here. Keep talking, Chris. Sorry.
See, that's fine. Pam says the UK is my favorite for overseas. Local weekend trips is OBX. I'm not sure where that is.
OBX. Let's guess.
When I visit family, it's Door County, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
Don't think. I'm going to have to look up what OBX is.
Yeah, right now, while I'm threading my needle, because this is live, folks.
I don't know where my phone went. Oh, there it is. Let's see. Nancy says Sweden. That sounds like fun. And then Carrie says, loved my time in Iceland, but before I started quilting, so I never did fabric shopping. Oh, you'll have to go back. Find some fabric stores.
You will have to go back.
The thing, so I love shopping for fabric internationally, but I want to find either like locally made fabric or fabric that I can't get, when I get home in the US. I did find a really cute quilt shop I think we were in Munich, Germany.
Okay.
But it had mostly like Tula Pink, Free Spirit, Moda, stuff I can find back home. So I had to do a little bit of digging to like find like a local designer or, something special for the trip.
Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm having a difficult time finding my stitch that I want.
Is it just a zigzag or?
Yeah. I could just do it with a, oh, we are not doing that. It goes back and forth and back and forth. Hold on. The FOF has a million different stitches. This is the one that does the wandering stitch for me.
Mm-hmm. I Googled for OBX. And it says OBX is a common abbreviation for Outer Banks, a chain of barrier islands off the coast of North Carolina.
Wow.
We all learned something today.
Look at us. Look at us learning things. Okay. Maybe I'll just do a blanket stitch here. I'm so sorry. The stitch that Eric and I used when we made the video does not seem to be wanting to cooperate today.
Ooh, Vera's got a good one. Vera says, I love the short trip to my front porch butterfly garden.
Oh my gosh.
That sounds nice.
That sounds lovely.
We've been planting a lot of native plants in our backyard to try and attract butterflies and bees and other pollinators. So
Yes.
last couple of years, we've seen a lot more butterflies, which has been nice.
Oh, that has been nice. I have a good friend who has been planting just tons of native grasses and flowers, and they're all now in bloom, which is super fun.
And the great thing about finding and planting native plants in your yard is they tend to need a lot less water.
Right, I've heard
Because they're
that.
native to your region. So that was another reason we went with native plantings in our backyard. So we don't have to worry about setting up a sprinkler system or anything
Right.
like that because they're used to our environment.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great idea.
So you're just doing a decorative stitch around the edge to keep it from fraying because you're not
Yes.
going to bind. I could see that being very difficult to bind around
Yeah,
that
it's
little
really
sharp
difficult.
corner there.
Yep. So I'm just doing a little blanket stitch because that's the one that's working.
All right. And I think on yesterday's show, you also mentioned possibly using a serger for this part.
You could. Do you have a serger, or are you a serger person?
I do. I serge the inside seams of all my shirts so that they don't fray.
Oh, okay. You could all send your can cozies to Chris, and he can just serge them for you.
Real quick, yes.
And send you them back. Now, I have never done a serger, and honestly, I'm scared of a serger.
They can be a little intimidating. I've been using it. I've had this serger for over 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. I'm surprised it's still working. I've put it through its paces for sure. But once you get used to it, threading it and balancing the tension,
Right.
most people, when they first get their first serger, they want to
Right.
serge everything because it makes just such a beautiful seam. It's all even. It's all cleaned up because it does the trimming for you. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And I'm just going to do this inside part, and then we'll show you how to sew it together because it's super cool. All right, where do people want to go, or where have they been, Chris? Do we have some more?
I think I may have made it through the list.
Okay. Lauren, tell
Let's
us where
see.
you want to. Where's your travel destination? We want to hear where Lauren wants to go.
Patty says, I have not traveled out of the country yet, but I would love to go to Italy, Scotland, and Paris, to name a few.
There you go.
That sounds like
Iceland.
my list.
Iceland is on my list, boy. Iceland and Antarctica, because I feel like someday soon they're going to just shut down Antarctica, right?
Right.
Okay.
I actually got a few envelopes from Antarctica for this year's community quilt.
Are you serious? Who's
Yes.
living in Antarctica sewing? Really?
I don't remember who sent them. They have not come up in videos yet, but they will by the end of the
Okay.
project. There's a couple envelopes.
Okay. So we're going to put right sides together. Okay, so I should show you here. See, we just kind of did a decorative stitch around the inside. Then we're going to put right sides together. And you're going to want to come in a little bit before you start sewing because there's a lot of layers. And then back some. Hold on. I didn't change it from our zigzag stitch. No wonder it was mad at me.
Oops.
It's okay. Now it won't be mad.
Diane is asking, what needle would you use for neoprene? So I have not really, I don't think I've ever sewn with neoprene, but I would recommend switching to a ballpoint needle because it is usually like the outer layer is a knit fabric.
That makes sense.
A ballpoint would probably work better for neoprene.
See, Chris knows those things.
I've sewn a lot of different materials in my days.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a great idea, though. Neoprene would be fun. And I'm sewing to make sure that I'm matching the binding. So I'm sewing from the binding down.
Mm-hmm. And this is just a 1/4 inch straight stitch.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And
Yeah.
just down those 2 flat sides.
Yes. To which my seam has once, or my thread has once again broken. So give me 1 sec. Goodness sakes. You could have made 7 bowl cozies in the time it has taken me to make this one because holy smokes.
Your
So
machine is just cranky.
It is so cranky today. I don't know what the deal is. Come on. We're nice. Everybody's happy. Again, if you were doing this, if you were making a bunch for like your online store or for your Etsy shop or however you were going to do that, I would tell you to make them all at once, right? Cut them all and then, you know, stitch all the bottoms and then sew them all together.
Yeah. That way you're not switching between stitches.
Right.
So many times too. Yeah.
Yes.
A couple of people commented it looks like the tension may have been off on your blanket stitch, but I think that's just your machine being
I think that's my
picky
machine
today.
being a little fussy today.
Well, and that's not your normal sewing. Like you don't sew on that at home.
Oh,
That's
gosh,
the
no.
studio machine.
Yes. It's hot. It's cranky at me about it. There we go.
That looks better. It looks like, so Lauren says that she's going to be going to Napa Valley in August for her birthday.
Happy
That sounds like
birthday
a
to
lot of
Lauren.
fun.
Okay. All right, so then you're going to turn it inside right, or right side out. And you're going to cut all your
Look at
strings. And then look how cute that is.
That is super cute.
And again, I'm going to tell you, you can wash them, you can do all the things. Oh, there we go. So here's one we made the other day. But trim all your strings, all your threads, and it'll be cute. And I love that they're just fast and easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Be sure and share all of your projects with us on our social media platform. If you're not a member yet, be sure and join us on our Facebook page under The Needle with Pam and Erica. All right, Chris, before we say goodbye to the folks, do you want to announce the winner of today's show?
Sure,
they
but
won,
real quick, we have one more destination. Yep. Before that, we have one more destination, and I think this person wins. Okay. Tatiana says, my sewing room is my favorite destination.
Oh, they do win. There you go. There you go. Okay.
All right, let's see who is winning. Is it $30 in reward points today? So $30. Drum roll, please. Today's winner is Becky W. of Lolita, California.
Congratulations, Becky. Becky, I've already added those reward points to the email account you used to register, so congratulations. All right, quilters, before we thank everybody who made our show possible today, we have a little update. AccuQuilt is going to be doing less live events moving forward, but not because we don't love them and we don't love you, because we totally do, but because we want to bring you even more of the good stuff you've been asking for. We keep hearing how you want to see detailed tutorials, step-by-step videos, new techniques, fresh ideas you can use anytime. So basically, we're trading a little less live for a whole lot of more quilty goodness. But don't worry, we're still showing up for big moments, like Chris is going to be here and do his videos for his die that launches in September. We have some really exciting product launches coming before the end of the year. Seasonal inspiration and special events that we know that you're going to love. So just keep a lookout on our Facebook page and our website. This is just us making a little room to give you even better, more helpful content, and we're super excited about what's coming. Thanks for being a part of our amazing community. Stick with us because the best is definitely yet to come. And we're super excited about, be sure and check out our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram. We just have so many fun things that are happening. All right, so Chris, we have Lauren. Is she helping with her comments?
Yep, Lauren and Ray are helping today.
Okay, so huge shout out to Lauren and Ray for helping with our comments. Here in the studio, we have Greg and Deborah and of course Kenyon. And Chris, my dear friend from Rose City Originals. If you don't follow him, be sure and follow him on all of his social media platforms as Rose City Originals. He's doing cool stuff all the time. I'm Pam Heller, thanks for watching. Hope to see you soon.
Thanks so much for watching. To learn more about your quilting craft, be sure to follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for live events every Tuesday and Wednesday. You can check out the events page on the AccuQuilt website for more details on upcoming shows. And if you're looking for even more inspiration, visit our blog for exclusive tutorials filled with tips and tricks. And remember, at AccuQuilt, we help you cut time so you can quilt more.
Be sure to join me and Erica on Tuesday, July 22nd at 12 noon Central Time as we launch a new June Taylor Quilt As You Go project.